for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
20 Thai sailors rescued from a missile-struck cargo ship in the Middle East are expected to return home today. According to the Ministry of Labour, the crew members have been resting at a hotel in Oman after being evacuated from the bulk carrier. The ship's operator, Precious Shipping, says 3 crew members remain trapped on board the vessel. Attempts to rescue them have been complicated by the dangerous military situation in and around the Strait of Hormuz. The company has confirmed that all of the sailors will continue to receive their full salaries, along with special compensation for working in the Middle East in accordance with international labour law. Meanwhile, the ongoing conflict is beginning to weigh heavily on Thailand's tourism industry. Airlines have been forced to reroute flights to avoid the conflict zone, increasing operating costs and pushing ticket prices up by more than 20% in many cases. Some Middle Eastern airlines are still operating services from Thailand, though flights are reportedly far from full. Direct flights to Europe have also seen dramatic price increases, with airlines citing rising aviation fuel costs and longer flight routes as major factors. The situation has also had an impact on fuel demand here in Thailand. Over the weekend, long queues formed at petrol stations across the country, particularly those still holding diesel supplies. Reports from several provinces suggest lines began forming before dawn and continued well into the evening as farmers and transport operators rushed to secure fuel. Many arrived in pickup trucks carrying large 50-gallon drums, purchasing hundreds of litres at a time, despite official warnings not to stockpile. As the government's temporary price guarantee period ended, pump prices began rising quickly. In some locations, an informal system emerged, with private motorists allowed to move ahead in the queue, but paying up to 5 baht more per litre for the privilege. However, authorities say supplies themselves remain stable. Fuel tankers have been replenishing stations continuously, and officials insist that the shortages being reported are largely the result of panic buying and bulk purchasing. In Bangkok, this appeared to be confirmed when Bangchak removed newly introduced purchase limits just 1 day after they were implemented. Some independent stations are still maintaining spending limits per vehicle to ensure supplies are shared among customers. Petrol users, meanwhile, have not experienced the same rush, with most of the demand focused on diesel. The Thai Immigration Bureau has also tightened screening procedures for incoming travellers during the Middle East conflict. Officials say more than 30 foreign nationals have been denied entry after being deemed suspicious. Over the past 13 days, around 870 travellers have been interviewed by immigration officers. Public concern has grown following misinformation circulating online, including a widely shared claim suggesting more than 400,000 Israelis had relocated to Thailand. Authorities say that figure is incorrect, clarifying that about 30,000 Israeli nationals currently reside in the country. There have been isolated tensions involving Israeli tourists in areas popular with visitors from that country, including Mae Hong Son and Surat Thani. Israel has also advised its citizens currently in Thailand to remain alert and take precautions regarding their personal safety. At the same time, Thai authorities say they are continuing to assist travellers who remain stranded due to flight disruptions, with some hotels offering reduced rates while alternative travel arrangements are organised. There may also be some easing of pressure on global shipping routes. Iran has stated that the Strait of Hormuz remains open to international vessels, saying restrictions would apply only to ships considered hostile to the country. Iran's foreign minister described the route as a vital oil shipping corridor and said normal transit could continue for other vessels. However, following recent attacks on shipping in the area, many companies may remain cautious about sending vessels through the strait. Since the war between Iran, the United States and Israel began on February the 28th, at least 16 ships operating in or near the Strait of Hormuz have reportedly been attacked. Some reports also suggest Iran could allow oil tankers to pass more freely if transactions are conducted in Chinese yuan rather than US dollars, though that remains unconfirmed. For Thailand, the immediate situation remains mixed. Fuel is still available nationwide, though bulk purchasing and hoarding are putting pressure on supplies in some areas. Road travel continues as normal, and flights are operating, albeit at significantly higher prices. Tourism operators warn that if the conflict continues, international visitor numbers could fall sharply this year, potentially affecting local economies that rely heavily on tourism. Meanwhile, consumers are already seeing higher prices in markets and shops as wholesalers pass on increased transport costs. And finally, the weather. Today will be slightly cooler than in recent days, with highs of around 31 degrees. Humidity levels are expected to reach around 78%, making it feel closer to 37. Expect hazy skies and warm conditions, with temperatures dropping to about 24 overnight.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.